Sasuke enters the battlefield. Sasuke finally enters the battlefield, but before entering the battlefield Sasuke kills White Zetsu with his level 3 Susanoo, and when Sasuke is on his way to the battlefield Sasuke suddenly meets his dead brother, Itachi Uchiha, who was heading to Kabuto Yakushi's hideout. After a short conversation with his brother, Itachi then blocked Sasuke's path with his summon, namely the crows. Finally Itachi arrived at Kabuto's place and then broke through Kabuto's Kekai protector with his Susanoo punch. But Sasuke continued to pursue Itachi, curious about what his brother was looking for. After agreeing to work together, Sasuke and Itachi finally fought Kabuto. Kabuto, who has absorbed Orochimaru's power and researched about the body that can turn into liquid from the Suijutsu clan, namely Hojiki, the high-level medical ninjutsu of the Uzumaki clan, namely Karin, and about the power that can make Jugo go berserk because he cannot stem the natural forces of the Ryukido cave, a place where the giant snake hermit was, and Kabuto himself learned the Sennin mode from the guidance of the cave elder of Ryukido snake, which was difficult to defeat at first, because according to Itachi he could not kill Edo Tensei users, because if they were killed the Edo Tensei on the battlefield would still fight. And strangely enough, Kabuto entered the Sound Force DNA, it made it difficult for Sasuke and Itachi to beat him. Finally Sasuke and Itachi were hit by Teiwa's Genjutsu, making Sasuke and Itachi do nothing. Even by using Susanoo they were still hit by their Genjutsu. Because of Itachi's genius, he asked Sasuke to look him in the eye and regrind each other with their Sharingan eyes. Eventually they were released from the Genjutsu. After a fierce battle, finally Kabuto was hit by Izanami by Itachi and then grasped Kabuto to tell him the hand seal to stop Edo Tensei. When Edo Tensei was completely released, Itachi told Sasuke about a secret about him so far that what Tobi and Danzo had said was true. Before Itachi completely disappeared, he pressed his forehead against Sasuke's forehead while saying that whatever path Sasuke chose after this he would always love him and smile afterward. When Itachi gave Sasuke parting words and disappeared, Sasuke began to question what a village is and what a shinobi is and why Itachi chose to lose everything for the village and his brother. Sasuke seeks answers by resurrecting Orochimaru and telling him to remove the seal of the curse to recall the former Hokage so he can listen to their stories. After understanding the history of the village of Konoha, Sasuke accepted Itachi's actions and decided to protect Konoha, but he would do it his own way. Sasuke, who believes that the previous Hokage, as well as the 5 Kage, is responsible for the world and the problems that currently exist, then Sasuke vows to become Hokage and overhaul everything, which seems he has been free from the curse of hatred from his clan. Although based on noble intentions, some Konoha shinobi lacked confidence in Sasuke when he rejoined their side. Even his 2 friends did not believe his motive, Sakura and Sai. Regardless, Sasuke fought with the sole aim of defeating Obito, Madara, and the Ten Tails, with the excuse of stopping their intention of forming a new world. Sasuke seemed to protect Naruto, with the intention that only he could defeat Naruto. Sasuke is one of the few shinobi who never lost his will in the battle against the Ten Tails, even to punish Naruto for doing so. Whatever happens, the consistency of Sasuke's characteristics towards his goal remains unchanged, as his previous goal was to finish off Itachi. He was even willing to sacrifice Kakashi and Sakura during the Infinite Tsukuyomi, but they were protected by Sasuke's Susanoo. He is the type of person who is not grateful to others who help him. However, he thanked Sakura and Obito when they saved him from one of Kagaya's dimensions. After defeating Kagaya, Sakura, and Sai's suspicion on Sasuke was proven, Sasuke's cooperation with the allied shinobi forces was just a ploy to achieve a certain purpose, namely getting rid of as many people as possible who could get in the way of his plan to revolutionize the existing ninja system, including killing all the Kage and controlling all the tailed demons. After considering the devotion of Itachi, someone who sacrifices a good name in order to protect the village even though he is labeled a criminal, Sasuke believes that in order to unite the world, there is someone who must be willing to endure the hatred of those around him and suffer hidden behind the outside world. This is Sasuke's understanding about the correct definition of the word Hokage. To make it happen, he intends to ignite the fire of hatred in every village, and become a villain against everyone. For the sake of rewriting everything for a new future is Sasuke's wish to destroy all past and present ties, even killing Naruto, who Sasuke claims to be his closest friend. Growing arrogant due to the power gained, Sasuke thought that he might be the strongest human being and that in the end power would give him the immortality to do whatever he wanted. However, after his final battle with Naruto at the Valley of the End, Sasuke was surprised that Naruto had gotten stronger enough to take him back to the village. He also realized that he had always been jealous of Naruto. Although they share the same fate, who have felt lonely, Naruto grows stronger when he has bonds with friends, teachers, villagers, and other shinobi. Meanwhile, Sasuke, who tried to break ties with many people including Naruto, thought that being with them would only weaken him. In this process, Sasuke found himself always wishing to be like Naruto as Sasuke wanted to be as strong as his older brother Itachi. In the end, Sasuke admitted defeat and accepted Naruto's friendship as well as conquering the hatred within him.